Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's reads. This is YouTube channel James 13 Wicca. If you see it somewhere else, it's not correct. This is the wrong one. The main tarot I'm going to be using are the Gilded Tarot Royale by Chiarel Marchetti, text by Barbara Moore. On the bottom here is the website llewellyn.com, which seems to glare. Hopefully you can see it, or it focuses for a second at least, if you are interested in that deck. Supportive Oracle cards is this one. Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen Raish Baskin. This is the Watkins Publishing. WatkinsPublishing.com is the website. And in the maroon color you can see Tori Hartman's website. I want to say it's ToriHartman.com. Yep, right there. And for the dice, I use a 22-sided dice for the major arcana, substituting 22 for 0 for the Fool. 14-sided dice for the minor arcana, and for the element of the minor arcana, I use a 4-sided dice. MathArtFun.com is where I got it from. It's called the Dice Shop for the dice. Alright, that being said, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Okay, I think we're all ready. Let's get into your reading. Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main, these readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Virgo? Ooh. All right, that's a spicy ending, but maybe very good. What? This is messing with me. Okay. There's something here that I feel like you're having a hard time allowing yourself to have. There's something you want that you are having a hard time with. You're struggling with something. At one point in the past, you thought that this was going to be a part of your life. Whatever it was, you thought this was definitely going to be a part of your path. And the current energy is not linking up to what you thought it was going to be. Ace of Fire reversed and the Sun card. So this isn't, whatever it was, it doesn't seem to be happening, but at the same time, maybe you have been making peace with it. Maybe you have been making peace with it. So this is what we're starting with. I thought something was going to be in my life. Current energy is showing me that it's not there. You're healing with it. You're trying to let go of something. Whatever it was, I feel like I thought I made peace with this, but maybe I didn't. I thought I accepted it, but maybe not completely yet. And there's a twinge here. Like something's a little bit more difficult than I really thought it was going to be. But I feel like I'm finishing up the healing process of this. So let's go a little bit further. Because I see like I'm putting one more last-ditch effort just to see, could this be something for me or not? Should this be something for me? Do I still have it? If I really do want it, do I have a chance to bring it in? And I don't want to hold on to this too long because I'm seeing the Ten of Swords at the bottom here, which is telling me it doesn't look too good at this point. Lover's card reversed and the Queen of Cups reversed and the Ten of Swords. I feel like I'm finishing up making peace with something. I keep looking at this like I thought I was fine with it. I thought it was okay. I thought it was what it was, and that's all there was to it. But at this point, I'm just kind of like, you know what? I do still kind of want it. I just don't think. I don't think I'm gonna get it. But maybe I just need to kind of give it one more shot and just to see, is there a possibility for me for what I originally wanted? The energy that's passing through Eight of Swords and the Hierophant reversed. There's no structure to this. I do feel like I'm trapped in this situation. There's loyalties at question here with the Chariot. Like, I'm going forward. I'm very dedicated to whatever this is. I'm dedicated to how it's been. I'm trying to keep up with how things have already been decided. I'm trying to stay on path as much as possible. the fact that it's coming up is like it's bothering me. It's making me really kind of like question like how I got where I am. Energy coming in and going out, coming in and going out. There's this over here, like, there's things that you're grateful for that other people are not. And what I get by that is, like, maybe there's something that you originally thought was going to be in your path in life, and you're seeing other people have what you originally wanted. And you're seeing those people that have it not being that grateful for it or taking it for granted. And you're seeing what a beautiful thing that is. But at the same time, it's kind of like you're also seeing what you have compared to what they have. And you're like, you're seeing like how your path went different, but there's a lot of benefits to your path as well. I feel like you've kind of like come across this moment where you're like, you're doing the finishing touches of letting something go that you thought you already did. So this is interesting. Let's see where it's going. Because you got a good ending coming up here, so I'm trying to figure out what that's going, what we're getting towards here. Because there's something we're trying to point out at the end here. So you got the Two of Swords, whatever it is blocked, but you also got that Chariot card coming up. It's coming up on the dice, but it's this same card right here saying, I'm already into something. I already made commitments and decisions that have gotten me where I am, that I'm not, it's just whatever I thought was going to be in my path, it's just not going to be there based on the choices I've made. And I chose who I chose, and I am where I am, and this is how it's going to be. And the trick is to not see like you're stuck where you are. Because part of this, you could get stuck in the rut and kind of like feeling bad about a situation in the sense of like, I'm just stuck. I really did want that. And the more I'm honest with myself, and I ask myself the hard questions, I did really want it. And if I could have it, I would take it. But life would have to change drastically. And then I don't even know if it would still happen. Even if I made drastic changes right now, I still don't even feel that I'm guaranteed I would have what I wanted. And the trick is to not feel like I'm trapped or stuck. What they're advising to do is to allow yourself to grieve what you originally wanted. And that might be something that maybe you haven't let yourself do. So grieving it is going through the stress of it. Letting yourself feel it. Maybe cry it out. Maybe talk it out with certain people that you trust. Maybe just talking to yourself in your car by yourself. Maybe writing a letter to that past self, letting that person know, like, this is what we wanted, and it's not that we didn't deserve it, and we did deserve it, but it just didn't happen. And writing out everything you wanted at one point, and then folding it up, and then possibly finding a nice quiet place or a nice personal place and burying that whole feeling, and just doing that ceremony for yourself to let it go. It could be something that easy. Some people like do other things with it, but I feel like either that or like sometimes people write things on, I don't know what it was. Is it rice paper? Something that I know that's something that dissolves in water. They write out everything that they're grieving and they can't seem to let go, and they write it all out, and then they put it in water in a river that's going down or something that's flowing like a creek has a good flow, and they let it go, and it's going to dissolve, but you want it to dissolve and you want it to also go away with that. Because there might be some version of still like making peace with it. And not feeling like you're stuck, but making peace and letting yourself grieve it. And let yourself admit to yourself, I did really want that. And even though I'm not going to have it, I need to go through the feelings of like grieving what it was, whatever that is for you. If you're able to do that, there's something here that like I have to get out of the trap of guilt. It may be very low, it may be hidden. Some people are able to choke down their feelings pretty well, and they don't realize that they're being held down by maybe it could be some guilt or some feeling that things didn't work out fairly. It's about getting rid of this energy. It's just, this is a moment where they're saying that energy is there. The energy is causing damage for you. It's causing pain for you. You may not realize that it's there, but it's like by grieving it and allowing yourself to grieve it, admit what you want, what you wanted, and then just kind of go through that actualization that this isn't happening. Maybe you haven't let yourself do that. If you can get through that, you have a brighter future. And newer things can come your way. Maybe what you originally wanted won't show up, but maybe there's something else here that's similar or close to the same. Maybe there's still a possibility where you can still be happy, not exactly the way you thought, but there's a door here that you never realized that was even a possibility for you. Not the same thing, but something similar. But to get to that door, to get to that possibility, it's kind of like realizing that there's these residual feelings that are still holding you down, that you're trying to pretend aren't there, maybe. Not intentionally, but just like I didn't feel like I was allowed to grieve it, maybe. It might be one of those things. But like, even if you don't feel like you're allowed to it, is it because you don't feel like you're personally allowing yourself, or you feel like people around you wouldn't allow you to grieve it? And if it's other people around you, doing that, like writing something on a piece of paper, burying it, or writing it, I want to say it's rice paper, I could be wrong. It's something that dissolves in water and is not harmful for water. So I don't remember what it is, but writing it on that, putting it on a fast-moving creek or river or whatever safely, I mean, obviously safely, and just letting it go might actually, it's the feeling of doing that and seeing it go down the river. You'd be surprised how that just triggers some emotion. It might trigger you to actually cry or have an emotion that you weren't expecting, but once you have it, you can let it go and you can be at peace with it, and then you can have this better future. But I feel like that's what this reading is about. There's this energy that's holding you back that you don't realize it's holding you back, and you have fair feelings, honest feelings that need to come forward and need to be vented out, released from the deeper parts of you, so that they can move out of your way and you can have a better future. There's possibilities out here. So it's kind of like one of the analogies I was getting, maybe when you were younger, you thought you were going to be a musician, you were going to have a recording career. Once you grieve that, maybe you became an accountant, just for argument's sake. Once you grieve that and let it go, maybe there's other things you can do to vent out that, or to have possibilities with music. Maybe you can get some software and you can record what you want. You can record your vocals and whatever else you're doing. And you can, put something online, and you can create, or you can meet people that way, or get connected with a part-time band, and you can create something just for your own happiness. And you can still have possibilities and maybe have a little something. Maybe you can't have what you originally wanted, but you can have a little something that can still bring you that joy and happiness that you didn't think you could have. There's a lot of ways this could go. I tend to go towards the artistic. Maybe having children. You thought you were going to have children, and for whatever reason, it's just not in the cards for you, for whatever reason. But once you vent out that energy, maybe there's something else you could do. Maybe foster parent, maybe adoption, maybe something else. I remember one person, they had dogs. And it worked for them. They took care of their dogs like they were their children. But it brought that sense of fulfillment. That might sound, I don't mean to, I was kind of cringing, like I didn't know if I wanted to put that out there, because I know some people might kind of look at that like there's no comparison there. And that's fine for you if there's no comparison for you there. For some people there is. Doesn't mean that has to work for you. It's just like showing that there's possibilities. That's the only point with that. Alright, I think we're good. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.